Hello, and we're back at Cullen on Film. I said yesterday, Ming, that we're going to do another show right away the next day. So we were at Movies Live yesterday, and yeah, you can hear us, but a little choppy on that one. But we're going to fix that. We have a video coming out and SoundCloud. But here we are today, and we're here with the winners for the best documentary, the student films. And we got Pierce and Victoria. How are you doing?
Great. How are you?
All right. So why don't you guys talk about the film and how it came about?
Okay.
If you want to start, where did this idea come from first?
Well, it formulated around my nonprofit, which is it was Dancers That Inspire. Now it's Artists That Inspire.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to bring together because I've been through a lot of challenges, and I know that a lot of other people who dance also have, everyone has challenges. So I wanted to bring together those dancers and have them share their stories about what they've been through and how dance helped them get through those challenges and how they can inspire people to not dance but do whatever they love and what their passion is. So,
great.
Yeah.
And then how did you get involved with it? Well, your side of it. You're the business?
Yeah, kind of. So my sister's, nonprofit would have photo shoots, and I would usually make sort of like a behind-the-scenes like video for each of them. But once it got to the point where you had people that were like, hey, hey, we want to start working with you guys and like share your stories and all that kind of stuff. I was obviously, kind of roped into that position, and helped and filmed and all that.
Have you used like photography before and then video production before at all, or just got into it?
No, I actually was doing a little bit of work before, and around sort of the time when my sister started her nonprofit, I actually started my media production company, and we were obviously working sort of side by side, also doing other projects, for different organizations and people and that kind of stuff.
And then the dancers that you had that you interviewed, where did you get all of them?
A lot. Well, all of them I had danced with before, or one of them was actually my teacher when I was younger. So, yeah, we brought together like people of all different ages and people I danced with in school or at outside of school, and I really wanted all different ages. So.
And then, so how did the production go with this? Did it take a long time? Was it a big process? All the interviews, all the editing?
I mean, yeah. So it was, sort of, there was obviously like the challenge of like kind of getting people, if we got to find like a date that works. So we had to sort of do it when like we were doing something else. And, there was a lot of that, trying to sort of figure that out. And then there was, of course, like the shooting aspect, would take a while. Some, a couple like little shots like we had to redo. And then editing, you got to think like this is over the course of like months as we're doing this.
Yeah.
So trying to sort of keep things organized, bring, kind of everything together in a way that, made sense was, it was a little bit challenging, but fortunately it was sort of simple enough to do. So
yeah. Was it easy edit or just crazy and you had to like so much footage and you didn't know what to do with it?
I mean, yeah, we had to pretty much like,
focus on the questions, answers?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, we had to, like, obviously we had to, film them, but then when we went for the editing, like a lot of it, we were like, oh, like, what do we say there? What do we say there? So we had to go back and sort of like watch a lot of it, but I think it definitely helped in the end.
We're making a documentary right now in school that we filmed at movies, and we had all these interviews, and we're just kind of sitting and watching the footage going, what are we going to do?
That's how
what are we going to focus? We're going to edit. We have no idea. And I'm stumped just like the students were just like, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? I'm like, I have no idea. So, but we focused on the main guy, Kevin Smith, and we have his answers and our questions, and we're going to focus on that and then go out that way. So
right.
That's how we're doing it. So I don't know if you kind of did something like that.
We did, yeah. It there was people that they answered the questions, and then there was people that they just expanded, and it was like so much, and we wanted to include everything, but we had to keep it condensed. So, and then there was also the challenge of when we filmed outside, every time someone talked, like the wind would blow, or there was background noise or something, and because we had just really started like video production and filming for the first time, we didn't realize all those different challenges.
Yeah. So, did you lav or a boom?
We use just like an on-camera mic for some of them, and then
Yeah.
I'm like, oh well, I'm gonna be smart about this, and I got some like cheap like mic, and it definitely helped, but it was kind of like one of those things that I thought I was like, oh no, like I'll be good, it should just be simple. It's just
Yeah.
like outside, it's like like the sun, and but then it's like you go back and you're like, oh, I should have like
You hear that
should have
wind?
kind of thought about that.
It's hard to film outside in a documentary and it's really hard unless you
Yeah.
really have
Yeah.
that good microphone.
I like learned pretty quickly about all of that.
Yeah.
So even when I started doing the school, they had horrible mics, and we still use camera mic, which we shouldn't. We should use separate audio.
Yeah,
But I just got better microphones, and I got
that's awesome.
boom mics with the blimp and the dead cat
It
around
helps
it and
out so
everything.
much.
Yeah. I think we need to invest in that.
Yeah.
It's up there, but I just use the school budget, and that's what, like, one year I just said just sound, all sound. I got
Yep.
all sound equipment.
Smart.
Then one year I got some camera equipment. This year I went for more stabilized equipment.
That's
Mm.
smart.
So because the camera shots, I'm shaky. I'm like this.
Yeah, you think you can be stable, and you go back and you look and you're like, oh no, I can't do that at all.
Yeah.
There's a reason like I'm a filmmaker and like not a surgeon.
And this stuff came in, and I thought, oh, it'll be pretty much together. It's all in pieces.
Ah, yeah.
So I haven't had time to build it. Do you like to build, Ming? I have I have so many things to build and put together, and you'll build it. I'll bring it in, and we can build.
I'll help you out.
Yeah.
I love technology. I'll totally help you out, Mr. Cullen.
Yeah. Well, I thought maybe like it'd be folded over, unfolded, and put a couple things on. No, it is in
What you think.
pieces. And the stabilizer where you hold it like this and move around. And there's also what the heck they call it now? My mind's blank. But do you know, Ming? Put the camera on here, back and forth. I'm blanking.
The tractor.
Well, it's like the mini track. It's like I don't have
what
I
is it?
love to have a big track, but the name of
The slider.
The slider. That's a
yeah,
slider.
yeah.
So it's in complete pieces, little pieces, and I there's no way. I thought maybe some of the students that would be like, well, you're not doing anything? Build this. So we'll see. But so now we have that. So every year I kind of concentrate on something new to get better and better
Yeah,
and better.
smart.
So what's next for this film? Is it going into more festivals still, or is it the festival run ending, or?
We entered in 13 film festivals, I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure, and we got into 3, and now we're going to retire the film.
Mhm.
And because I'm transitioning my project from, I transitioned it from Dancers That Inspire to Artists That
Yeah.
Inspire because I wanted to include all artists, but now we are expanding it bigger, and I want to make it a global nonprofit. I want to bring the arts to third world countries. And so once that happens, maybe we'll do another
Travel
documentary.
and go and film
Yeah.
all over the place.
I'd
That'd
love
be
to do
awesome.
that. Yeah.
Are you gonna are you gonna keep this doc and just expand on this doc, or cut it up and put it together on a new one, or?
I might use like some of
Some
the footage
footage?
from
Yeah.
this one, but there's a lot it'd be a lot to like sort of like go back and look at, and we're always kind of doing new stuff, so it'd definitely be a combination, kind of like of both.
How's it going with the new Artisan Inspire so far?
It's going really good. We're doing sort of the same thing as that I was doing with Dancers That Inspire, where we were having the photo shoots, and then we were having the artists like share what they've been through, and now because I traveled last year to Italy, and I saw like a whole different side of the world, and that's what inspired me to then bring my nonprofit to other countries. So since we're in the transition period right now, there's not much going on, but we
Yeah.
want to definitely expand it. So
Between like acting, actors,
yeah, everything,
musicians,
everything. Yeah.
That sounds cool. That's pretty cool. And of course, dancing as well. So,
Yes.
How long have you been dancing for?
It'll be like 15 or 16 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're still doing it?
Yes, definitely.
What do you want to do? Keep
Well,
this up and work.
yeah, I want to, I am dancing, I am modeling, and I am a media photographer right now, and also have the nonprofit. So that's everything I'm doing right now.
And what about you? Your company?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I started it like in high school, and pretty much once I graduated, I was like, I'm just gonna start pretty much working on this full time, and it's been, I think it's like now over a year since I graduated, and I've just been pretty much working on that full time, and just doing that and sort of trying to expand and grow and all that.
Has it been tough during this time period?
I mean, yeah, because obviously with because usually before it was just like it was so easy to sort of like set things up and go like work with people, and it was kind of easy. Some people were just like a message away, but now it's like, oh, you gotta set things up, and can we like really go here? And it's just like it's definitely like made it difficult, but I don't want to say it's like put like a big damper on like everything that we're doing. So
we had a videographer for weddings with us yesterday. Remember that, Ming? And he was just like, "Yep, not doing anything."
Oh.
Yeah, I've heard like a little bit about that from certain videographers. A lot of travel like videographers is just like kind of stuck at home and trying to figure out like that and all that.
And we had another college student on the other day who he won an award. He came in here. He didn't have time, but he came in real quick. We had a lot going on. And he said, "No, I'm going to Utah." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, you going to school? What project?" He's like, "No, I'm just going. Just driving out there, videotaping."
Oh, that's awesome.
Just making it. He's going to make a doc of his travels driving from here to Utah and back for no reason.
That's great.
That's awesome.
I was like, all right. That's great. Make a documentary. Why not?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I guess there's something to do during this time, So.
Yeah, become
Definitely.
resourceful and do the best you can.
So how was your festival experience with this?
Amazing. It was really amazing. We really are grateful for all the awards that we received in all the different film festivals, and this is the first time I've ever done anything like this. So meeting all different people and watching all these different films, it's definitely very inspiring to see so many creatives come together and showcase their work. Yeah. So
unfortunately, we couldn't have like big meetups and everything
No.
which we wanted, and Asbury Park and Hang On to Your Shorts, we usually so many filmmakers come together and have a great time and meet, and the next thing you know, they work together. They've never met before, and they work together after meeting here,
Right.
and they come back with the film together.
that's amazing.
I got work. I did some acting, and I was performing. I was doing the award show one year, and one of the directors came up to me and says, "I got a part for you in a movie. You want to do it?" And I said, "Sure." Next thing you know, I work with him, and it's the best thing I've ever done. It's out there on the internet, and people get a kick out of it. My students love the movie.
What's the movie?
It's called Death and Disco Fries.
Okay.
It's free on YouTube now.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
So
That's
I play a dead gym teacher,
That's so
and one
cool.
of his students dies, and he's the one that appears as the guardian angel. So
Oh, wow.
it goes from really like kind of funny and back and forth funny, and then it just takes a turn and gets serious, and the music changes, and it's a little sad, and then it goes up again and gets happy again. So that's what I was kind of showing, because it was kind of like music and how music tells a story, and how it goes from happy to sad to happy, and the movie flows with the movie and the music.
That's really cool.
So it was a pretty cool lesson anyway. But for some reason, a lot of my students are like, "I want to watch Disco Fries."
That's
So,
awesome.
It's because I'm in it, I guess. And everything else is just tiny, tiny little parts, and this is a bigger one. So
That's cool.
that's what they do. So that was all my new students got to see that. And they were like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, big deal. It's not a big deal. So what else have you guys been doing lately?
I mean, obviously, like with everything going on outside, we've been sort of inside a lot. So there's like a lot of, just kind of like going back to sort of like past projects and like looking at it and, seeing like, oh, could we do something different with it? I've like re-edited like videos from like a few years ago and all that. So I've been sort of like just keeping up with that, posting things, and, just trying to stay active. Other than that, I've mostly just kind of been hanging out and just sort of, taking it like one day at a time.
What about you?
Since things are opening back up again, I'm able to do more like shoots. And I know it's getting cold, so now, going inside and finding places that allow that inside. But I've been doing shoots and a lot of media photography for a lot of different events and things. And
What about dance? Is it hard? Because I know we have a dance program at our high school now for the last 2 years, I guess, and it's growing, but they're doing it all on the computer now.
Yeah, I've been taking a lot of classes that are like live streamed, but auditions and things, I haven't heard much about really anything yet that there's anything going on. So that I'm still waiting about, but yeah, just doing the best you can.
Have they had like dance auditions and stuff online where they watch?
I've seen a few that different companies and things are that's how they're handling it. It's definitely very weird, but I'm glad that people become resourceful and figure it out, because it is important.
Yeah, I know. It's weird teaching it and watching the dance teacher when I was like, what are you doing? Just like dancing in front of it and showing it. This is weird.
It is weird.
But a lot of people are auditioning for a lot of things coming up. That's been a lot of online stuff, like casting directors have been watching people and trying to choose that. So getting ready, so when they are able to shoot, they'll all be set. Pre-production will be done and just go and do it. So that's kind of been a big thing there. So I've been trying to get involved with films over this summer, but that's not happening. But we're actually planning for next summer already.
Oh, great.
That's good.
At least it's going fast.
Yeah.
So first month of school is pretty much over.
I know. I
like
can't believe it.
So it's very different and interesting. So we'll see. Hopefully things will be opening up more. I think they are.
Yeah, hopefully.
Definitely. Yeah.
Because we have we do the bright side, and it's 25% right now. So we're like waiting. We're like, if it's 50%, we can possibly do it. I made like a schedule, like 40-minute blocks.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So it's like, get out, get in, get out, get in. So we're going to try to do that. Because we were supposed to have it in August, and everyone's like, when are you going to have it? When are you going to have it? I'm like, it's up to the governor. I don't know. So I'm like, I just keep pushing it off. I'm like, next month. So I said, maybe November, maybe December.
Okay.
So that's our next
I mean,
one.
it's how you have to
Awesome.
take it, kind of like with everything going on. Hopefully, it all just kind of things open up and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because especially that one, like that's one of those festivals where you have to be there.
Yeah,
I want to put it
Definitely.
online. It's like a little bar.
Yeah.
And people have a lot of fun. So this one I really wanted to do too, but we're already planning. We just opened up for next April, so
Oh,
Okay.
awesome.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But like, if we have to do it online again, Ming, you ready for it?
I'm ready. We did it once.
We did it
can do it
once.
again, and this time we do it even better. This time,
Better, yeah. So
even better if that's even possible.
just in case we have to do it again, but we'd rather be live. And well, we don't even have, like, we used to have these venues and the restaurants and everything already, and we don't have no idea. We're just doing it. We're like, we have no idea where we're going yet, so we'll find out. So, so what other festivals were you able to go to them and check them out at all, or had to do it online, or?
The whole Hang On to Your Shorts
Yeah.
was the only one that we did
Online,
online. The first one we went to was Big Dreams and Silver Screens, so that was, I think, last year. So it was.
I was
we
there.
went.
Yeah.
I was there.
Oh, really?
Well, I didn't go to that one. That's right. We were. So I know them very well.
Yeah.
And we've worked together on a lot of things. The people that put that together, and they do
Yeah.
a great job. So
They do. Yeah.
we always put student films in there. Unfortunately, this year they didn't open.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think they're doing it again. They're coming to do it around
Oh,
again.
good.
But no, it's a lot of fun and they're very fancy. Did you go to the mansion?
Yes, it was
Oh, yeah,
beautiful,
yeah.
and that was the first one that we've ever been to ever. So it was definitely a really amazing
Yeah, it was pretty
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When, did they say dress up or anything like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I've been going to fest for years. I used to dress up, and now I just go like this. Doing it for so long, I just show up, and the girls that run that know that, so they're like, just wear a tie, jacket and tie. So I didn't have a jacket. I came from school, and I was rushing up there, and they do a student one and they do a regular one. So I remember I was driving up, and I forgot my one jacket I have. So I went to like Kohl's and I bought a jacket. I was like, she's gonna kill me. She's gonna kill me. So I bought the jacket, threw it on, and they were so happy I wore a jacket and tie.
Oh, good.
And then I was getting interviewed, and
Yeah.
they put it all over the place, and it was a great interview and everything. So I was like, thank God I got it. She would have killed me. And people all found out. They're like, you just went and bought that, didn't you? Because there was a tag.
Oh, yeah.
That's me. I have like 2 sport coats. That's it.
That's all you need, though.
But yeah, it's a nice place up there. So unfortunately, I was going to go to that one with the student one, but we were in Houston, man. We were in Houston then, so I wasn't going to give that one up.
No, don't give that one up. No.
That was so much fun. Yeah, so we had a film festival in Houston, and we had student films there. So I had student films there in Houston. Wow. So we went down. Ming was with me, and a few other people came down with us. And then, of course, we had films playing here in New Jersey the same weekend. So
oh, that's amazing.
That's cool.
Wow.
they weren't too happy that I was in Houston. They were like, "Why are you going?" So we'll see. Have you traveled to any other places and shown the film at all?
Just local.
Yeah, local
just New Jersey.
and film festival. Local.
Did you ever
film
think of
festivals.
like submitting to it far away just to go?
Maybe.
Yeah, that would be
There's
awesome.
the student documentary festivals in different
Yeah,
cities
actually,
and
we
all that.
never looked into that. We really just looked into New Jersey ones. But next time we make something, definitely, or maybe we do this one.
Yeah, we do something like
You
that.
never know, because we submitted to a festival, student films, a bunch of them, a whole bunch. It was free submissions and dances with films out in California and Los Angeles. They play at the Chinese Theater. And
Oh,
there's
wow.
no way we're getting. I do it every year. I try it every year. Never get in. We got 2 films in,
Really?
It's good.
and of course we couldn't go.
Um.
Yeah.
It was all online. It was all online. We were like, it was going to be in the summer, so it wouldn't be like a school trip. You just had to go out there, and the
Right.
students were ready to go. Well, let's go to Chinese Theater, do the red carpet, all that. Yeah, and I go.
Oh my gosh.
And that was the Academy Award qualifying film festival. So there's a Student Academy Awards.
Oh
That's
really?
really cool.
So
Wow. Are they gonna do one next year?
Yeah, so hopefully we get to go next year. But now I got to come up with. You never know what they want. It was just a shot in the dark. I put like 10 films in, and they usually go 0 for 10. And 2 got in, and then they graduated and went. They're actually in film school, these students, so they were so excited.
Oh,
And they
wow.
interviewed them, and like kind of we did the same thing, and did all that. But it was a cool experience for them
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
So with they go right to college, going, yeah, our high school film played in this festival, dances with film.
That's
so it was a
amazing.
pretty cool accomplishment.
Yeah.
That's
So
really
sometimes, like if I find a free fest in different states and stuff, and I'll put it in and I'll go actually.
Yeah.
If it's a weekend or whatever like
Yeah.
that.
That's
Sometimes
fun.
I or I'll ask them, like, can I take a day off school? It's for school, I did that, and when we went to Houston, because we had a film in Houston, I was like, can I get a personal day or a real day? Because I'm going down for the students.
They like.
They're like, yeah, go. I never take off. They're like, go, get out of here. So they didn't even think I was there in school today. I forgot to check in. So like, do we need a sub for that guy? I'm like in the school. I'm in the far end. No one ever says hello to me. I'm all by myself. I got these big rooms. I just go into work. Forgot to check in.
No.
And they're like, oh well.
I saw this like video of some like teacher was was like doing school like online and all that, and she was like taking attendance. She's like, all right, is like Matthew here? And he was like, yeah, I'm here. And then she just marked everybody absent, and everybody I saw like in the comments was like, why would they do that? Why would they do that? And I've just been like, oh man, like they could like really kind of like do that, I mean, you kind of saw it firsthand.
Yeah, I had first day go online as a kid with a mask on. I was like, great.
Oh no.
You never know what you're gonna see.
Oh my God.
We the stories the teachers tell about things going on.
I'm sure, yeah.
It's pretty. Some of them are funny. Some of them like you gotta give like that. That was pretty clever. Or like people are like doing work and they got their cat and dog in their hand.
Yeah.
It's been strange. It's been very strange.
I can imagine.
So that's the award, people. A little award. I'm sorry it's so small. We didn't
Oh,
know it was gonna be so small.
No, it's
when
beautiful.
we ordered it, but it looks cool, and it
does.
it looks cool anyway. But I'm like, it was funny because usually we would open it up and see. We looked at the pictures; it looked really nice. And we're in the photograph, like, oh, it looks great. Oh, and we could put our sticker in the middle or whatever they put
Yeah.
it. So we're like, oh, great. And then I opened them up the day that we're going on the air.
Oh no.
I was like, what is this? What is this?
No, it's beautiful.
So,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
oh well, that's cool. And then, so are you thinking of doing any different types of documentary other than that? Something completely different?
I mean, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's, I guess, if there's like an interesting story to be told, there's something that I'm like, oh, I'd love to like go out and do it. Like, I'll probably at this point just kind of go out and do it, figure out how to do it.
Yeah, we're open to anything and doing anything creative. We love a challenge or anything new.
Absolutely.
And you said you went to Italy. How was that?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was really. We went on a yoga retreat, and we did yoga all week. We went to all different little towns, and it was very beautiful. It's the first time I've ever been out of the country. So, yeah.
I definitely wanted. I was ready to go back to Ireland. When I was 15, I went to Ireland.
Oh,
and
That's
wow.
awesome.
So I was kind of too young to be the adult by myself and
Right.
all that. So I was with my family, and it was fun, and I have great stories about it. But it's like I want to go back as an adult. And then
Definitely.
there's so many other places to go.
Well, yeah.
I know.
But like we have family, we have so much family there, and I haven't seen them since I was 15. So it's a
Oh,
long
wow.
time. So I don't really know who they are anyway. But it was a cool experience, and that was different. So I think people should be able to travel like that. But there's so many places in the United States
Oh,
that I
yeah.
want to go
Exactly.
see too. Have you guys
Yeah.
ever been to like LA?
I went once in
Yeah.
middle school, actually.
Oh,
My cousin actually works as like an editor.
Oh.
And he did something I think with like sound once. He worked on The Aviator with Leonardo DiCaprio,
Oh, cool.
so he has like a credit and all that kind of stuff.
That's awesome.
And I remember like me and my mom in middle school, kind of like when I was like, oh yeah, I want to start getting serious about like film and all that stuff. Like we flew out and we got to meet up, and I got to just kind of sit in the editing room and kind of like
Wow.
watch how they do things and just kind of like travel around a little bit. It was really cool.
Did you go to like the the Chinese theater and see all the stars
Yeah,
on the ground
actually,
and all
yeah.
that? And the
And
footprints.
Footprint, yeah.
Jay and
The
Silent Bob just got their footprints and handprints in recently. The boys from right here.
That's
from
awesome.
Jersey.
Wow.
So that was a pretty cool experience this year for them. And Ben Affleck was the one that kind of get them in there.
Oh,
Oh,
He did
really?
the announcements and everything. So they were just here. What was it? A week ago now?
What did it say? Friday?
Yeah,
they
that
were
was
they were
last
here.
Friday?
Yeah, they were here a
It was
week
last
ago.
Friday.
They did a drive-in
Can't remember.
live show. They opened up
Yeah.
their restaurant.
It was
Pop-up.
crazy.
Stopped by. They're opening up a podcast theater by the
Yeah.
Quick Stuff. It is. It was a crazy week.
It was a crazy and so much news, so much crazy stuff. I mean, you had a lot of crazy news, Ming. So we all.
I guess I do.
Yeah.
We're expanding.
Yeah,
we're
expanding.
moving over to Bell. Expanding to Bellworks. Opening up a
Bellworks.
studio over at Bellworks.
Oh.
It's nice there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've never been in there, and I was in there. I was like, it was like a mecca.
yeah. They got good pizza
Yeah.
over there too, and ice cream.
Ice cream. I got
you
the
know,
ice cream
yeah.
over there and everything. It was a lot of
Wow.
fun. So they did a cool podcast that night there, and I was like, what is this place? I've never been.
It was awesome.
And what do you call it? The hipster mall?
I call it hipster mall. It's more of a hipster office park, though. It's more of a hipster office park. So, well, I'm gonna be one of those hipsters. So
You
I'm
are.
fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
That's gonna be cool. That's exciting. So it's exciting expanding, going to different places in Asbury Park as well.
Oh, nice.
So you were there last year. That was really cool. Right. Like there was a big window right there, and you could see the water. But there was nobody around because it was cold.
Wow.
It was
Yeah.
not during the summer. So, but that was a pretty cool experience, and this is a cool experience. What do you think about this studio?
Oh, this place is awesome.
I'm totally a nerd for comics and
Yeah?
superheroes, so this is amazing.
They got a lot of stuff, and the other room too. You got a lot of stuff there as well, and this is
Yeah, I mean, it's just a mess. But
It's-
it's a controlled mess.
it's a controlled mess.
I love it. It's really cool.
A lot of cool stuff if you look
Yeah,
around
cool
here.
stuff.
So you moved a bunch of stuff too.
Actually, those are additions.
What's
CJ, that's all new stuff that we
Where's-
didn't have
where-
up before.
Where's the hand?
I moved that. I moved that out. It got moved around. It's
Yeah,
in the
Freddy
reception
Krueger's
area
hand
right
is
now,
somewhere
Oh, wow.
and moving around. It's alive.
but It could be. It's
Yeah.
Freddy Krueger's glove.
It's Freddy Krueger
Yeah.
and all that. You got the Ghostbuster stuff over there.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's really
Yeah,
cool.
Stormbreaker.
Han
there's,
Solo's gun over here.
Yeah, it's Marty,
Yes, I
Marty
saw
McFly's
that.
vest over there.
Oh, yeah, I wore that if you were watching.
He did. He fit,
Yeah.
yeah, he fit into
I think I
that.
saw that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, at the award ceremony.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
he-
award
he-
ceremony. I put it
He was
on.
like, "Yeah, I'll put this
I'll
on."
put it on.
He ran into the room with the Stormbreaker. Like, "Hey, everybody!"
Yeah.
Yeah. It was at the end of a very long day. We were getting
It was-
a little,
yeah,
we were a little
little
loopy
antsy.
by then after 12 hours of films. It was good.
I had to. I had to break up like the monotony and everything. I was running in here, grabbing something, going back in there. It was a lot of fun.
Wow.
A lot of fun. So yeah, so this is a cool studio. I like being here than just being at home and doing all that. But,
Definitely.
it's and I live right behind this building. So
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Oh, that's
it's
awesome.
really easy to get here. Even though I'd like to travel to Bellworks because that's nice. I'd like to do that. So
We'll be there for you.
yeah,
For sure, yeah.
I gotta try that. Be like, where Bellworks?
Yeah, we'll get pizza sent down while you're podcasting. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Yeah, we always do a lot of crazy stuff in here. So we had another show, Hang On to Your Shorts, and then that kind of got, we stopped that. So I'm like, we got to still go. So he's like, we can still do it while you're home. So we did that, and it became really big and popular. And I was like, what about guests? I got to get all these guests, and no one's doing anything, so just get them. So we were getting people from California and everything like that. And just saying, hey, you want to be on a podcast? And they're like, well, I got nothing else going on.
That's awesome.
So that was pretty cool.
That's great.
And then we had so many filmmakers this year too that it was so cool from all over the world.
Wow.
And got to interview them and stuff like that. So
That's really cool.
if you saw any of those, like Ashley
Yes.
Williams, she was it was a cool interview. She's out in California, and now we kind of like talk all the time. Interviewed her like 3 or 4 times already,
wow.
and it was pretty cool.
That's great to have connections everywhere.
Yeah. Especially doing this, you meet a lot of people. So
Absolutely.
Definitely.
and it's the cool thing about it. So and you meet, and then you could be in here and you can meet other podcasters and things like that. And the next thing you know, they join your show, and it's pretty cool. We have a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
Networking is always
Yeah,
it's
so
good.
it's a little networking. I mean, it's a little bit.
I mean, yeah, but
But and if we had the student night, we would have had a nice networking party or something like that. So hopefully in the future. So if you got stuff in the future, you got to send it in.
Definitely. We definitely will.
So what else are you guys working on right now?
I mean, it's actually something cool is this year I actually bought a BMW, and I'm turning it into like a drift car.
Oh yeah.
And while we're all kind of like stuck at home, it pretty much just taken over the garage, and you gotta finish
And the living room.
And the living room, yeah. I actually might have a picture on here, but I asked my mom, I'm like, hey, like I have so many like parts and stuff like that I'm buying for it. I'm like, I need like space for all of it. She's like, oh, no problem. Like put down like these, like go to like Home Depot, get those like plastic tarps, lay them out, and then just like you can put all your parts there. So I have like literally everything just laid out in the living room. I've taken that over, and then the garage is, I mean, we used to just like keep like cars there, and now it's just like sitting there, and it's been sitting there, but we're finally at that stage where it's like we have to, I think we got to paint like one more part, and then it's all just like assembly, and things gonna be on the road.
How long does it take to do something like that?
I mean, it's a project car, so it's obviously it never like really ends.
No,
but it just I mean it's gonna it could be constantly like out on the track. It could be being driven, or it could just be in the garage.
Where can you drive that, and what tracks? There are some here, aren't there?
Yeah, actually in
Englishtown.
Englishtown. There's like a drifting club called Club Loose, and I actually went there 2 years ago to just like, because I was like, I kind of like cars, and I'm like, I could do like media and all that kind of stuff, and it was really cool. I got to go out there and like started doing some like photography, some like videography. I got to like use my drone a little bit, and I just kind of like,
that'd be a good documentary right there. What do you think? Right?
I agree.
It would work.
I agree.
I'd watch that.
And
I like Tokyo Drift. Fast and the Furious Part 3. That's like it's actually about cars.
Yeah.
And it's funny because like walking away from that, I was like, I really want to like start drifting. So like I kind of finally found the car in like February, and I've just been pretty much working on it and doing all that. So
that's cool. I think I have some students that are into that too, and they're like, we're going to do a documentary on it. So they actually go there, and they've shot footage and stuff.
Awesome.
So it's pretty cool. So that's a good idea. You keep that up.
I have to.
And
have you talked to other people you said all different artists? Have you spoken to people already other than dancers about this?
Yeah. So a few friends from high school, some of them are like in bands, musicians, guitarists. So we've had different like singers, people who write songs and all their original music. And we use a lot of them too. They provide us music for a lot of our videos that we put together.
Cool.
So yeah, so we like to just collaborate with them and.
Got to get that music because I was actually teaching that today. Copyright music versus non-copyright.
Yeah.
I used the non-copyright.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, we've had a lot of issues with like copyrighted music when we post stuff, and
there's even like this like doesn't even make sense. There's like like you'll download a song and be like, oh no, it's like not copyright. It's you look in the description, oh you can use this. You're like, okay, cool. You put it in, you put it on the video, you upload it. Oh, this has been claimed by. It's like something like out in some country, and you're like what the heck is like going on? It's kind of like annoying to deal with, but
it happens a lot now, and they don't know because like we did a film and we got the rights to the song.
Yeah.
And then you put it out online, and they're like, nope, they can't.
Yeah.
You don't have the rights. I'm like, we have the rights.
Yeah,
So,
and then you try to dispute it, and then it's like, I mean, especially now, it's like it's like you have a problem, and you try to go to the company or Instagram or like whatever it is, and it's like, oh no, because of due to COVID, we can't like, and you're like, but we have the proof right here. All you have to do is look at it.
What was it? Facebook does that now a lot.
Yeah.
We got kicked off. We had the stream going, right? We had the stream going, and
we did, and then I guess there was one of the films had copyrighted music in it.
It's like a song,
or maybe several of them did, and they
well, the student ones we don't usually care or look for that, but
Right.
when the major ones, we usually do care about.
Facebook has got some kind of alien algorithm where they can.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, that's a copyrighted song, and they'll kick you off if you're doing a live stream. They'll kick you off.
And it was the embeds, like it was still going.
Yeah,
remember,
but you
we
couldn't
had
embed it into a
embedded
website,
onto our
yeah.
website, and it just ended. So
I guess they thought we were like putting on our own private concert or something. Like, oh, you can't do that. So.
Well, that's what happens. I take live classes every Tuesday and Thursday from a ballerina who she's at New York City Ballet, and she provides these free dance classes, which is really nice of her. And she uses like copyright songs. So she says, if they kick us off, like I'll just start another live again.
Oh, wow.
But, so there's been a few times where that's happened, but yeah, I understand that.
What about you? And you ever think about doing choreography for like something, for like a film or some kind of?
Yeah, that I would definitely do that. I was teaching at a dance studio and doing choreography there, but because of COVID, everything kind of like came to a halt. But I would definitely do choreography for something like that.
That's something cool to do, something different, right?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of stuff with dance out there.
Yeah, a lot more.
Yeah, even the live shows that they do, and they like those dance shows and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So you never know.
Yeah.
I tell my students all the time, you never know what's going to happen. I had a student who I taught many years ago. He's an adult now. I didn't teach him a film. I taught him history. And then I brought him along. He was a PA on some stuff. And I made him direct a short film that I wrote. He had a hard time getting in and out of the business and not getting a job here or there. And he was a minority. So there was an opportunity with... what's his name? Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds, right?
Right. Yeah.
So he's giving like 10 or 15 people a chance, the minorities, to come work on a film and his film and everything. So he applied, and he's going to Canada to work for Ryan Reynolds.
That's really
Wow, that's amazing.
So he told me that, and he's just like, I'm just not sure. We're gonna be there for 6 months. I'm like, I have to get my Canadian visa, whatever. I'm like, they'll take care of it. Relax.
Yeah.
Like they're not gonna not take you.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to get into Canada. Maybe other countries right now. Nobody wants us. Even Canada right now. But if they're filming, there are people right now. Vancouver is open, so a lot of people that were filming in LA, and they're not filming in LA right now because it's really bad there. Actually, Ashley Williams, she said she's filming in Vancouver right now. So they moved the production up there, and they're doing a Christmas movie.
Oh, awesome.
So that's pretty
awesome.
cool. She was saying that on the air, and I guess one of our guys was trying to get out of her what kind of Christmas movie, what channel, all that stuff, and she wouldn't say.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm like, don't say, don't. But they're out there filming in Vancouver. They just started filming in Atlanta again. So all the shows in Atlanta just started.
Oh, great.
In Georgia, and
Yeah.
Walking Dead and all the shows started up again. So, and then New York. There was a guy that was at the festival. He came on. He produced this young girls film. It was like a fashion show film, and he's in the James Spader show. I can't think of the name of it right now. The James Spader show.
Oh, Blacklist.
So he's one of the stars of Blacklist, and he said they just started.
Oh,
So
wow.
they're
That's great.
filming in New York City.
That's
So
good to
that's
hear.
gonna be a tough one, New York City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know, because you can't really do anything else there.
Yeah.
And they said it's better to be in New Jersey.
Yeah.
So we'll see. There's more. Actually, there was a production. They're coming down here now. They're coming to the shore to film.
Okay.
Manifest was filming in Port Monmouth the other day.
Oh,
cool.
really?
So they're all coming down this way.
Oh, that's
You
great.
never know.
Yeah.
That's
You
great.
There's
just be
a
like,
lot
find
of-
out. Just be like, I want to be an extra on that.
Yeah.
Just go on the set.
I've done that a few
Check
times.
that out.
I was extras on 2 times on different shows.
Oh,
Yeah. So,
what ones?
one of them, I still don't know what the show was. And the second one was Billions, and I did it with my mom actually.
Oh, really? Did you? Where was it in New York?
It was in New York. It was in a church, and it was
It was fun.
really amazing. Yeah.
I used to do that a lot, just to be on set, just to learn to be on set.
Definitely.
And find a way. I always found a way up to the director or somebody or the first AD, and then I got to know the ADs, and then I'd go on set, and they'd be like, "Wait, I know you. Hey, we need a line here," and they'd put me
Yeah.
on, and that's
Smart.
how I did it. I
Yeah.
just kind of pushed my way in.
That's how you gotta do it.
Yeah, I
smart.
just learned how to do it. I was on different sets all the time, with
Mhm.
same people you see on different things. But Billions, they went to my cousin. My cousin has a bar in the Bronx, and they wanted the outside. It says Cullen's Tavern. It's a cool part of the Bronx with there's the railroad that comes above it.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
they said, "Can we use your front, and we'll pay you so much, money, and we'll use your whole bar because we have to bring the cast and the actors and everything."
Right.
So he's like, "Fine." So they gave him money, and he closes the bar for the day, and they film it.
Wow.
And he thought it'd just be one day. It was like 10 times.
Oh.
So throughout this series of the show, they film in front of his bar all the
Oh,
time.
wow.
That's
So
cool.
you see it clear as day. It says
Yeah.
Cullen's Tavern.
I'll have to
That's
check that
great.
out.
So it's
Awesome.
pretty cool.
That
And he's
is
like,
really
yeah,
cool.
the actors are just hanging out in the bar all day. And it's like, it was pretty cool stuff. And he has nothing to do with movies or anything. He doesn't care. But he was just like, the money was good.
Can't
That's
argue
super
with
cool.
that.
But yeah, I turned it on, and there it is, right? Clear as day,
Wow.
right on. And it was pretty cool. So that's, the locations person just found it. So you never know. It's a lot of fun doing that kind of stuff.
Definitely.
I love that stuff. That's the cool part of filmmaking. So
Absolutely.
I enjoy doing that. And so are you guys musical at all? Since you dance, you say you work with music people. That you write
No.
music or sing or not?
I do
was
sing.
playing the piano about like 2 years ago. I was
Yeah.
just kind of like starting to teach myself. And I still know some of the basic chords, but then I'm like one day I just kind of dropped off. So
Yeah.
it's kind of one of the things I'm like planning on like relearning though. So I kind of understand the basics of it. And-
Or like even with ever use like GarageBand and use the background music or like score for anything?
Actually, I think we in like high school. I think we had to do that for
Yeah.
like something. Yeah, we. I mean, like, so like in the I went to Howell High School,
Okay.
and sort of like as part of like the program, like I actually went there and I was just expecting to like work on video and all that, but like my first sort of like class was like this music class because they have like both programs there. So I had to like make a song and like learn how to like do that and learn like musical notation and all that kind of stuff. That's when I was like, oh, maybe I should try like playing the piano, and
Yeah.
I started doing that. But then like once I got more focused on video, I was like, I'd rather just go film something than like go practice something else.
That's cool. That's really cool. And Christian went to Howell, man. Christian went to Howell. One of the
High
guys
school?
here. Yeah, Howell.
I did not know that.
I did not know that. I knew that. I picked that up. One of the guys that works here went to Howell.
that's
awesome.
Yeah. The Christian Cortez.
Okay.
Okay.
Was he in a program?
Yeah, I think he was. Oh no, he said he was sort of in it and not in it or something like that. I don't know. But he's very musical. Very
Oh,
musical,
that's awesome.
talented, right? So, and he works with puppets. So if you go
Really?
on a show, yeah, he's a puppeteer and all that. So it's
That's
pretty
super
That's
cool.
really cool.
he was going to bring the puppet because he was on the show with us that night when we were doing the awards. He was kind of like off to the side, but he'd come
Oh.
on sometimes, and he was supposed to bring his puppet,
Oh,
and he forgot the puppet.
oh no.
He forgot it?
He forgot
Oh
the puppet.
man, I thought that was the whole reason we were like, that was the
I
whole
was
reason.
like, bring
"Dude,
your
in.
puppet.
Bring-
You're
yeah,
in. Bring the puppet.
Yeah, we need the puppet for the award show. I mean, there's. Do you know of any other online award shows that has a puppet? No.
He's like, I forgot the puppet.
How
He's
do you
like,
forget a puppet?
he said
Put
he
the puppet
needed
in the
someone
car.
for the other arm because he needed someone for the other arm of the puppet. And I'm like, I'm right here.
Yeah,
We said we could have faked it and broke the puppet's arm. That would have been funny.
right. We could go. Mike could have come down and done that. Mike
Yeah.
Zapsik could have come
Yeah,
down and
we
done
had
that.
Mike Zapsik
Celebrity
on the other arm.
puppet arm.
That would have been great. Why is Mike here? He's just the other arm. No reason. That's like my dream. Like make a film and just have like celebrities in the film and they don't say anything. They're just there. Kind of like Matt Damon in the Thor movie. He's in that playing Thor.
Oh, is
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, Meg? The last Thor movie, Matt Damon plays Thor, or he plays. I forget.
He's in the play.
In the play.
In the
He's
play.
in the play.
Oh,
He's,
yes.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
Thor,
I remember
yeah.
that.
Yes.
No mention of him. He's just
Right,
there.
right.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, for sure. It's pretty fun. It's pretty funny.
He seems to do that a lot.
Yeah.
Just shows up
Just
in
why
movies
not? Yeah,
for
why
little
not?
cameos. Why
wouldn't
not?
you?
That's a great thing to do. Yeah, to get that fame and just show up in people's
Definitely.
movies. He did that in Eurotrip. In Eurotrip, he sang the song "Scotty Doesn't Know."
Okay.
Oh.
The whole movie, they play the song "Scotty Doesn't Know," and he's got like tattoos and like fake stuff and earrings, and it doesn't look like Matt Damon at all. But it's Matt Damon. It's pretty funny.
Oh my gosh.
So that's a good sense of humor doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And he's in Chasing Amy for like a second. He's also in Chasing Amy. He says like one line. So it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys want to promote anything before you go? And you want to promote your new ventures and
Yeah.
everything like that and tell people where maybe they could find your is your film out there to be seen?
Yes,
It is,
actually,
yes.
we just posted it this week on YouTube. So, Artisan Inspire on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook.
Cool.
And
And my business is Extraordinary Media Productions, and we are, Extraordinary Media Productions on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And you can also check out the website. If you just type in empvid.com, it'll bring you right to the website. Or you can type out Extraordinary Media Productions, and you can check out some of the work that we've done, and
Cool.
see what's going on there.
And then what about your nonprofit? Is there any people can see your website or anything like
Yes.
that or any information?
it's artist.inspire.org. I forgot to mention that.
That's awesome. So are you going to try to grab people from all over? You said all over the world?
Yeah, so when I went to Italy, we went to this it was like a farm, and she also had it was
Lot of
like a
farms
farm to
there.
table. Yeah.
And they make the food there, right? The wine and the food?
She makes the food. Yeah, she was beautiful, and she actually also helps refugees from countries, and we met her, and one of the refugees is like an artist and a rapper and a musician. So we want to get him involved with the project, and I think that will help us open up to then like reach other people in other countries because of that. So
And to go to the third world countries, you gotta how do you get in contact and go to those places?
honestly, I'm not sure yet, but I
Peace
am
Corps.
doing research.
Right? We know someone that's in the Peace Corps.
Okay.
They got sent home, but they have great stories. Remember that when they were here podcast?
Yeah, we had a bunch of people from the Peace
Peace
Corps.
Corps, they were here. And
yeah,
they're
they went-
talking about the third
Yeah.
world.
Oh wow.
Wild stories.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Wild stories.
Yeah.
But they said that they find talent and things with these people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just I don't know how else. I guess you find it. You go to the Peace Corps, and they know exactly where to go to find these people. I don't know. But there were crazy stories, and they have a podcast. I don't know if it's out there or whatever, but it was really interesting listening
Okay.
to them. I was just sitting here. I think it was after school or something. I was just hanging out, and I was like sleeping, and I fell asleep at the table actually. While I was listening. So. I'm surprised I didn't fall asleep here today. But all right, so if everyone wants to check out the film, it's out there as well as the websites and everything. And thanks for coming on. Enjoy your award.
Thanks
and,
for having us.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
thank
was a lot
you.
of fun.
It was a
So
lot of fun.
we were live here. This will be on Cullen on Film as well as the Shared Universe, and it will be on YouTube later on Cullen on Film and SoundCloud as well.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
All right, great. Thanks a lot.
Thank
course.
you.